Okay, so for example, you got this engineered floor, and then a piece in the middle of the floor gets damaged.
Oh no!
How do you cut it out?
Engineered hardwood?
Yeah,
we're fine. Since it's glued down again, the glued down installation, everything's not
so
going.
each piece is glued.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Every piece is glued. Everything's glued down. So what you would do is let's say it's just one board that got scratched or whatever happened needs to be removed. You would chisel out the border of it, trying not to damage the neighboring plank.
Oscillating tool, maybe?
We actually hand chisel them.
Oh, okay.
To be honest, yeah, we kind of hand chisel like just around at first, so they wouldn't damage the other boards.
Right.
Then we cut inside with actually power tools.
Yeah.
Get the core, most of the stuff out,
And then pull it from the inside out.
Yeah, pull it inside out.
Just like one of those repairs down there on my floor. That's how you would do that too.
Yes. Very carefully, because you start damaging boards and it's one after another, and then you're redoing the whole room.
Right.
So you take out that plank very carefully. Clean out with the glue under it. Clean all the board. Everything. Basically,
starting from scratch again.
Yeah, starting from scratch again. The other board gets cut to size, unless it's it's perfect size right in the middle. If you have the same size board, perfect. You are gonna have to, since it's a tongue and groove, what ends up happening is you leave the tongue. Now with the groove, you cut the bottom part off.
Got it.
So this gets in,
right,
and it sits on top of the other groove, other tongue. Sorry.
Yep.
You put the glue on top. You're gonna have to put the glue, and then
that's how you do it, man.
That's how you do it. It's
a
little complicated.
I just wanted to hear the pros say it.
Right. So it's doable. It's doable 100%. We do it all the time. If you have the same material left over, like a box that gets taken out, put in, sometimes you can't even notice it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
The ones that you do notice is the ones that don't have the box, and we're looking for the closest possible match ever. It's never perfect, and then you have a repair job. It's unless you want to redo the whole room, that's the only option sometimes you have. If the floors were done 7 years ago, they're discontinued, they're gone. With this stuff to repair them, it's a little more complicated because again, it's not a glued down installation. So if a plank is in the middle, you have two options. You're gonna have to remove half of the room, getting to that plank to get to the click system and continue back. Or same thing, you take out that board, but when you insert this one, it's gonna have to be glued not to the floor, but to the other boards around it.
I see.
It's not gonna be perfect again. And you might hear a few little clicks, sounds here and there, and I'll tell you why. It's because now it's glued to the other remaining boards. So it's still a free floor installation, but if you have the material, you might as well just remove those ones, insert it.
Just put the couch here, ma'am.
Yeah, there we go.
Put the coffee table there. You're not going to see it ever again.
The repairs are a little annoying with this stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I run into a lot of flooring issues. I red up floors all the time. And my response is a substandard floor installation. Call a professional to come take a look at this and see what they have to do and give you a quote before you actually sign off on the house. Because you might have to redo it.
Yeah. And those repairs are, for the most part, unless you have a box left over of the engineered hardwood, anything of this is going to be a mess to really repair.
I see. Wow.
Yeah. If it's in the middle of the room, if this is by the wall, you're taking off 3-4 pieces.
Right. So this pricing. So we kind of touched on pricing.
Yeah.
Didn't really get into that. I'd like to dig into that a little bit more.
Yeah. Let's go back into the materials, right?
Yeah.
Or you want to go to the labor?
Well, let's just use a stand. Let's say the house is 1,800 square feet, and this person wants to do the entire house with the expensive stuff and then the not expensive stuff.
Okay.
So let's kind of give everybody a ballpark, include me, because I'm curious to know what that would be. Okay. So let's say a 1,500 square foot house, then maybe a 2,000 square foot house.
Let's go off 1,000, 2,000 for easy calculations.
All right, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
1,000 or 2,000?
1,000's good. We'll start there.
Let's go with 1,000.
We'll start there.
So we can double it if your house is,
Yeah.
Okay. So 1,000 square foot home. let's say there's no demo involved, and we'll get into that after. But let's say you're gonna put down the nice stuff, engineered hardwood, at $9 a square foot. Plus, you're gonna need, the glue runs about $1. These are rough numbers, by the way, but in the ballpark, $1 a square foot for the glue. So you're at 10 now, realistically. To install this stuff, about 4 to 5 in the middle. Let's just go off 4. So you're like $14 a square foot.
Okay.
At 1,000 square feet, you're at $14,000.
Right. That doesn't sound too bad for a full house that size.
Everyone has their own budget, right?
And there could be there could be some add-ons because you may have to cut the doors.
Again, it's only if it's a condo, realistically, because if you're in homes, we're going to a home and they already have hardwood down, or they have these floors, solid down. Sometimes they don't want to remove them. They just want to go on top. We don't recommend.
I don't like that.
We don't like that either, but
it's like we're putting 2 layers of shingles on a roof. For what? It doesn't help anything.
I know. But to remove these floors, you're looking, at roughly $2 a square foot to demo.
That's the right way to do it, though.
I know. But sometimes the customer's looking at, $2,000. And realistically, you can go on top. It's just you have a different wood under.
Yeah, but the homeowner can demo this themselves.
Yeah.
Do it yourself.
They should. Realistically, you should always get rid of it. You should know what's going on under, because we don't know. Maybe you have mold under there, and then you're putting another layer on top, right?
Right. The old saying is, there's a little Home Depot in everyone. Yeah. Okay, so you got to be a DIYer, man. You got to demo stuff yourself. It's fun. I love demolition.
You save the money.
You just fill up the trash can and take a break, then do it again.
That's it.
You clear out the whole room. You're saving yourself money. Yeah, and you take some pride of ownership with that. Course. Yeah, I didn't put the floor down, but I ripped it up.
We have a lot of clients who rip up their own carpet. 100%. Yeah. They ask us, is that okay? And we tell them, yeah, go ahead and knock yourself out.
I don't want to get down and touch your nasty carpet. I've been there since 1970.
I've been in some nasty homes.
We have, both of us.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying like about 14 grand with that expensive stuff and about 1,000 square foot house. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Okay, 14 grand. Yeah. So 2,000 square foot, you're just basically doubling that.
Doubling it at 2,800. Maybe you'll get a little discount on the material if the vendor's in a good mood or something, But realistically, you're at, those are just rough numbers, of course. Going off this material, this is more on your high end.
Yeah, that's very high end.
It's a higher end material. Roughly what people spend is they want to be in the $7, $8 range.
Okay.
For hardwood floors, for example. So something like this.
Couple knots are okay then.
Couple knots here and there. Again, and I tell to the customer, of course, it's up to the installer. It's going to be his craft. Is he going to pull out every board from the box and just throw it down? Or is he going to be like me when I started out?
Selective.
That's what I started. That was my first, other than ripping up carpet, I was opening up boxes. Yeah, I have that under my belt. So I took out boards and I would take a look and I'd be like, but Dad, I don't know about this board. He'd be like, yeah, let's use this one for the closet, or let's not use it at all.
Yeah, sure. Closet away. Yep.
So we kind of worked around them. Sometimes you have a nice clean board and the end of it has this, this beautiful knot right here at the end of the board. So you just cut it out.
By the way, there's nothing beautiful about a knot. He was being sarcastic.
Right. So you kind of think, I can use that board for the end. You start thinking and you kind of work with it. Of course, if you start putting everything down. So something like this, about $7 a square foot.
Okay. And going with let's say that same size 1,000 square foot house with the luxury vinyl.
With the luxury vinyl.
Not the cheap vinyl, the luxury.
The luxury vinyl. So
not the ghetto vinyl.
Vinyl, your price range, the ones I carry, of course, and about from $3 to $5 a square foot material. 3 to 5. So something like this, decent size, actually about roughly $4. Right. $4 a square foot. So let's go off this sample right here. $4 a square foot. To install it, you're at $3. $7 a square foot. 7,000.
That's half.
That's pretty much half.
Yeah, that's pretty much half.
No glue needed, so you're not spending any glue. And realistically, a homeowner can install this themselves. I'll be completely honest. A lot of times
I did.
You did it.
If I can do it, anybody can do it.
You don't need any,
By the way, I made a video. Well, I filmed my whole process from start to finish. I haven't edited it yet. I got to get my butt in gear. and I'm going to release that on my YouTube channel.
Nice,
So
nice.
because I
Look
was
forward
trying to just add these things to my YouTube channel because these are DIY stuff,
Yeah,
and
it's
I
awesome.
love sharing knowledge. So
Yeah,
it's
of
like
course.
it's
So
like
we're doing right now.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to releasing that, and you'll see me actually putting this down. My biggest mistake was I cut when I was cutting my toilet flange around the toilet flange.
Okay.
I just measured wrong, and I'm like,
a little wide. Or
yeah, it was like an egg shape on one side. What the hell? I'm like slapping myself, going, well, how the hell did you do that, dude? You're smarter than this.
Yeah.
I just measured off wrong. That's all.
It happens. It happens.
But it still worked. I made it work.
How many times did you run back to Home Depot?
Oh,
2-3 times.
man, I got.
2-3 times.
I should have frequent flyer miles over there. Right, so I think we covered the pricing with everybody. So I can get a general idea of what kind
Yeah, of course, and they can
ballpark.
always call, and we can always explain their situation to know. This is the
Now you told me that you're doing the sales over at the showroom.
Yes. That's
So Emil is the man. You want to yell out a phone number right now for people to call you and let them know where you're at.
We do have a showroom phone number, but personally, I like working off my cell phone.
Okay.
We're with our cell phone 24/7. So that's how I actually work.
Sure.
So 818-917-7736. Our phones are on us 24/7. I answer calls 24/7. Realistically, unless I'm sleeping. So I cover the sales now.
Okay.
I transitioned straight into the sales. I'm in the showroom 6 times a week.
I got to make it down there. Like I said, next time in Culver City, I'm swinging by for sure. I'll take you to lunch.
Yeah, that'll be great. Look forward to it.
Yeah, I want to see your showroom. It looks really nice, man. How do you manage all these different things? All the suppliers, the manufacturers drop those off for you, and you just kind of make displays. How does that work?
So let me tell you a little story of what happened, right? So this was a different. This location was a different hardwood store.
Oh,
Yeah, we actually did a lot of installs for them. And over the years, and ever since COVID, they kind of, I don't know, it was just kind of going down. The management wasn't working out.
Sure.
Anyways, long story short, they closed down. And we wanted a showroom for a very long time. My dad and I, we didn't know how to pull the trigger. It always was like, my dad's like, well, you're my main guy. Oh, sorry, you're my main guy. Like, what do we do, Emil? What's going to happen? But we knew it had to be done.
Right.
If you want to grow in this business, you have to take these big steps. You have to pull the trigger. So when this kind of happened, we all sat down, my family and I, we all sat down. We're like, we're doing this. Like, there's no way around.
That is so cool, man. You and your family are all in on this. That is
everyone
awesome.
Puts in work.
That's awesome, man.
Different. Yeah, thank you. So but we just pulled the trigger, and we were like, we're gonna take over this location. We knew who was renting it. Blah blah blah. So yeah, it was within 2 weeks we transitioned into this place.
So they were just going to get out of their lease, and you were going to just step in.
Correct. For this location, with our name, of course. They had a different name. And
it was probably somewhat set up for display already, so you kind of just worked around that.
So they left everything.
Oh,
they left all those samples. Realistically, all those wood samples, the vendors, they want you to sell it.
Sure.
So they will bring it.
They make it easy for you.
They'll bring it for you. Some want to charge. Some understand that.
Oh, wait a second. You want to charge me to make you money?
Yeah.
I've had many conversations with people like that on the phone.
Exactly. We pay a lot of money for rent, and then, anyways, let's not get into that. So we had all these different companies, but over the years, I installed personally for 10 years. My dad's been installing for 20 years.
Yeah.
So we installed most of these companies. I've worked with them. I haven't met the vendors yet, but I've installed the material myself. My dad has. Yeah. So we're like, oh, cool. Like,
and that's valuable, man.
Yeah. Like, we've installed this so many times. Like, I want to meet the guy. I want to see who's behind the company, right? You meet the vendors.
Sure.
So in that little 2-week transition, I was there every day, and, vendors come in, of course. They did hear that they were closing down. So be some new people here. So I started meeting everybody. That's what it was. I started meeting every vendor, and then it was kind of up to me, really, who we want to continue working with.
Right.
And it wasn't just because you have the nicest material, because you can have the most nicest material, but if the connection is not there,
if you're a dick, you're a dick.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Basically,
I understand.
Straight to the point.
Not everybody gets along in business.
Yeah.
You got to find the right the right connections. Yeah.
It took a while, so there was a lot of different materials. Believe it or not, there was some material there, some racks there, and the vendors didn't come in for about 6-7 months. And we waited because we had to. I wanted to see everybody. You know, if the material was here, obviously they maybe sold. They worked with them. So some vendors were there every month, every 2 weeks, making sure everything's up to date. All the samples are
Smart.
up to date.
And they're probably still in business, aren't they?
100%. And I gave him more room.
Yeah.
And then the ones
And
that
that's
didn't,
exactly what you're supposed to do.
yeah. And then the ones that came in, they're like, "Oh wow, it's a new store. Congrats!" And we're like, "Well, we've been here for 7 months. Where you been?" You know, and
yeah, shelf space. It's like any store, any grocery store, any Home Depot, any auto detail place. Ever walk into like a AutoZone and look at the spray wax? There's like 50 different brands.
right.
It's like a rainbow color of just different things. And it's like, where do you start?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
people fight for that space
Exactly.
all the time.
Exactly.
They
So-
fight for that. They like smooge all the time just to get that eye level spot. So when they're looking straight,
yeah.
they'll see it.
because they want
It's
it.
all
Of
about
course.
placement, right? Product
Of course.
placement.
Of course.
That's
It's that.
Yeah, it's a huge
also,
thing.
It's also what I'm gonna personally show, you know, because a client can come in and it's you know, they say, "Oh, show me the engineered hardwood in, you know, in the lighter tone," and then it's up to me to start pulling samples, you know. And sometimes they think we favored some vendors over the other ones. Realistically, anyone that I do business with, I like them all the same. It's fair game. It's up to the client what they choose, you know.
Yeah.
They choose the lighter colors, and what I'll do, and sometimes they do too, we walk around, we look at samples. Oh, this one, you know, I'll pull it out. I'll pull some out. They choose someone. We pull out 10 samples. We had the natural light coming in. So they can see it. So we put the samples down.
Lighting makes a big difference.
Oh, 100%. I even let the customers borrow these. It's how they look at home.
Yeah.
Because it's a big thing.
That's crazy. So your services, let's see, let me get into that. So you got hardwood floor installation,
Yes.
as we talked about, luxury vinyl floor installation, laminate floor installation, hardwood stair installation.
Yeah.
Tell me about that, hardwood stair installation.
It's fun.
Is that sarcasm right there?
It's very craft. You have to put a lot of craft into it. It's not like just installing floors.
You got to be a finished carpenter for
correct.
Yeah.
Correct. It's not. You're not just installing huge square footages. You're working in a small environment. So you're doing fine cuts. It's not just one after another.
And it's all going to be looked at.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
It's like a showpiece in a house.
Yes.
And you do those kind of so like the open stairs.
Yes. You have to.
Yeah, I've been down that road a little bit in the past. It's kind of a tough one to deal with, and you got to be really good with finish work.
Yeah, you have to be a very good finish carpenter that's going to do this kind of work. And
hardwood floor refinishing. So if somebody actually has a real hardwood floor, you're available for that too.
Yes, of course. We refinish and all the time.
And you do repairs.
And we do repairs. We love them.
This is something I can help you with. I could definitely refer you a lot of customers. Definitely for repairs and installs, but sometimes they just need repairs.
I know.
So
sometimes they don't want to spend the big money, which they shouldn't. They already have floors.
But you're the sales guy. But you might probably talk them into a new floor anyway.
Well, you know, it's funny that you say that. Again, everyone has a budget for what they're trying to spend. I'm just going to be as open as possible. If they're trying to find some wood that's, I know it's not available.
Right.
I'm not going to, tell them like, hey, we're going to take a look at it, try to sweeten. No, it's gone. You have this option and this option.
Right. So laminate floor, not my favorite. Oh, you get that. Is that the herringbone look?
That's the herringbone. Yeah, it's coming back right now.
Is it?
It is. Yeah.
Interesting. And repair. So it doesn't matter how big the repair is. You guys just have a flat rate for that. How does that work? If it's just like a basic one piece, how do you do that? Just by the hour?
One piece. Yeah, it's it's tough by the hour because it's never going to be 1 hour or 2 hours.
Right.
It's going to be either a half day or a full day charge.
I see.
Something like that. Yeah,
I'm just curious about how that works. I just haven't dealt with that. And where's your showroom located so people can look at it?
In Culver City, California, 4137 Sepulveda Boulevard, Culver City, California.
All right. And
I'm there 6 days a week.
And your website is ekoflooring.us.
Yes.
That's the website address. And then for sales, you already gave out your number for that. And I'm going to put all this information in the description of the podcast so people can find you.
Of course.
No, I think you've educated me quite a bit, my man. I love it.
You like it?
I taught you stuff in the past, and now you
taught me a lot.
And now you're teaching me stuff. I love it, man. See that full circle, man.
Want to hear something funny?
Sure.
When I was actually starting jiu-jitsu, and I was 16 when I started, right? My MMA. You know, I trained like 5 months before I went to the gym that you were at.
Right.
So my dad had to drive me there, right?
Yeah.
And this is when he was actually transitioning into becoming a licensed contractor.
I see.
Flooring contractor. Mm-hmm. So he would drop me off to the jiu-jitsu classes. You know, it was like 6 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
There's a Starbucks nearby. So he would go there, sit there, you know, drink his coffee, and study for the test.
Ah, nice.
For like 2 hours, you know, however long our class was.
I was contributing by keeping you entertained.
Pretty much. And he's like, I had to drive you there because, you know, you weren't driving yet.
Yeah.
So I had to drive you there, and, you know, what am I? He wouldn't drive back home. It was too far of a drive.
Sure.
You know, so he's like, I just get my coffee.
Smart.
He loves coffee. You know, studied for the most part,
Yeah.
and then, you know, I think it was like 6 months later I got my license. So I was driving myself, but then
Right.
so that helped him actually physically study for it because he was working. You know, when you
Right.
come home, it's very tough to sit down and kind of study. You really have
Right.
to, you know. But so yeah, he did that while I was training jiu-jitsu with you.
But anyway, that's I think we covered a lot.
We covered a good amount, I think.
Everybody listening, I learned a lot today. Emil has a lot of information and a lot of experience. Don't let his young age fool you, because he's been doing this for a minute. So when a salesman actually installed stuff,
Yeah.
or you know that's a big step up
Yeah.
from just a salesman who's never really done that. So yeah, so I'm sure Emil can answer all your questions if you call him.
Yeah, of
and
course,
he'll give you he'll give you some honest opinions about stuff. And because I taught him discipline when he was training jiu-jitsu. Okay, all discipline.
Oh,
So,
100%.
and I know he still has that in him. So let's give him a call if you're going to talk hardwood floors or luxury vinyl. And yeah, thanks for coming on the show, man.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Good stuff. Great seeing you. And one more time, ekoflooring.us. Check out the website and give Emil a call, and he'll take care of you.
Yes, I will.
All right,
Perfect.
man. Thank you.
Thank you, John.